All right, welcome back. As you know, now we're going to proceed to learning about what is ERC, what will you actually email to your CEO contacts. So let's walk through this a little bit, shall we? The next step is we're going to be reviewing this specific e-flyer that you have. It's located under this section right here in your affiliate site. And again, anytime you want to go and learn more about ERC, you want to start selling, you go to those links. You want to be part of the mailing list so you can keep in touch. Great. You're already here. You're at the video. So ERC is part of the CARES Act, as I mentioned, over 1,000 pages long. What a pandemic it was. All right. The government in different states is shutting down with different rules for each state. And every time they did that, each state then has a different problem to solve as they give money back to various businesses. For example, we happen to have 5 offices, and some are in different states. Each state has its own laws, so when the ERC is giving money back, you have to calculate each one of these. Normal CPAs, they can't conceive of this. This is not the business they do. That's why they are sometimes very negative on this. We've had many of them say, my clients don't qualify, and we don't want to talk about it. Realistically, your clients do qualify, and what you should be doing is what's best for your client. I share this with you up front because I want you to understand this is an objection. It happens every day. It happens all day long, and you will lose deals on it. And you're talking about over $1 million people are going to be losing. So get good at overcoming this objection, because that's the business we're in. We're in the business of helping companies to get millions of dollars from the IRS back through their payroll, which is called a 941X. Every quarter, you go back and you amend those, and we're allowed to amend them for 3 years after the end of this year. We got over $5 million for last year and the first half of this year, and another over 5 million, so a little over $11 million. It's an enormous amount of money. It will change your life. And as I mentioned before in the first video, 4 groups. CPA said no, CFO said no, payroll attorney said no, and tax attorney said no. And yet we persevered and got it. And because of a staffing group, we have 2,000 plus customers. So it was natural for us to help other companies. We have hundreds of millions of dollars we are delivering for all kinds of companies, small, medium, and large, all over the US. Again, so it's part of the CARES Act. You can get a total of $33,000. Nobody really gets that. You have to be so many disturbances. But in general, this is the tax law. If you want to take your time and read it, please do. You can go on the internet. There's lots of stuff. But what people do is you're going to set up a 3-way phone call with your CEO, who's got 20 to 500 full-time employees, W-2. Okay, full-time equivalent means 30 hours or more. You're going to connect them with your white glove specialist who works for you. These are 6-figure income earners. They are extremely talented, and they know how to get these 15-minute calls done. 80% of the people on the phone, 80% move ahead. What sale have you ever been involved in where 80% of anyone moves ahead? Never. That's because there's no cost, there's no risk, there's little time for the CEO. They just get a payroll documents. We do all the cost. We pay for the CPAs to do it, the attorneys to do it, the admin staff. It costs us thousands of dollars to process these files. We're very detailed on payroll reports for hundreds of employees for years. Oh my gosh. And who's signing the dotted line? We are. It's our CPAs putting their license on the line saying, we will perform for you. So if there's an audit, we will be there. If they said, hey, we got $1 million, the IRS says, no, it's 900,000. We're going to fight for that $100,000 because that's the business we're in. And we have all the documents to prove that we're correct. So don't think that we're backing down easy, these magical numbers. This is real serious, real numbers, and we fight for the client's money because as much as we can, as fast as we can, that's legally compliant. So that summarizes a bit of this page. We filed our 941Xs and go back for 2020 and 2021. That's how the money comes. It's going to take some months. We don't know when the IRS is going to pay. Could be 4 months, 6 months, 7. We don't know. Sometimes faster, sometimes slower. Everyone, when the client gets paid, they get 85 pennies. We get the 15 pennies. We pay out all the different parties' compensations and all the bills. Okay, so we have done this for an awful lot of companies, hundreds of companies, and the hundreds of millions of dollars. So if you wanted to learn more about this, again, you'd register here as an affiliate. You click there. That's how you're going to get your contract. That's how you're going to get all the details. And also, I'm going to cover that when we get to that section shortly. Also here, you can look up on Google. Look, here's the tax clause changing. You can. I just wish you could wait until you talk to the CPAs. Oh my gosh, you can't qualify. I said, That's because this, look at this. All of this detail comes out on January 26th, changing the laws. It also went back and they changed the laws. Hey, you can't get it if you got PPP, then you can't get it. They also changed in March. The IRS changing it makes it harder for CPAs and CFOs, which makes it perfect for you. If you want to care about your CEO friends, and by gosh, now's the time to give them money from the government, because they don't know they can get it. They don't know how to get it, and we have gotten it, and we've gotten millions of dollars of it. So with that said, I'll then go to the next page. I'm going to be moving along as we continue to go through this training and recording process. Thank you so much.